Hello everyone. As you know, like a lot of things have been said about me, who I am, whatever I am doing, or whatever I have achieved so far. But I would like to start from showing you something. So I just want to ask you first one question, like what do you see in these images? If anyone want to reply or anyone have answer to this, what do you see here? Sir, please, anyone of you or anyone. If you see these pictures, what do you find? What do you see in this picture? I want to extend these things, I want to add something to this, like, in this picture, what I see myself and why I clicked this picture was because I wanted to freeze that moment, the culture, I wanted to preserve it. So for me, if I say personally being a travel photographer, the culture, the essence of India, the colors of India. For me, that emotion that represent ourselves, that connect us with 600 years, since 600 years. So this is a picture of Thayyam, which is like a festival. This is an art form, like Odissi dance we have in Odisha. This is an art form they have in Kerala. They used to perform with fire. They feel like they have some deity inside them and they get some spirit inside them and they dance with the fire. So yeah, so in short, not going deep into the photos. So for me, photography is something which is to just freeze that moment, something which because for me time is something which is more value than money, I mean we all are here. So everyone are from different like platforms. Some people are students here. We have our sir here, ma'am, you, and everyone have given us time. So for me, nothing is precious in this time. And when I take a picture, I feel like I have freezed that moment. I have preserved that moment. And when I add that thing to my when I add that cultural thing, that artistic, I mean, in my touch, what I feel in my pictures, that creates that magic. And if you can go ahead, yeah, this is one of the pictures of Vrindavan that I have clicked, the festival Holi, as you guys know. So with this, I just want to give a short brief about myself, that why I am a photographer today, or why I am doing this photography. So yeah, like everyone, I am from Odisha and I belongs from Baripada. It's the northern part of Odisha. And trust me, I mean, since childhood, I had no interest in photography. I didn't have any interest in photography. There might be a lot of people who has aspire about what they want to be in their life, but trust me, I was a guy who was just, doing his schooling, or I also came here for my under-16 matches. I was a state-level cricket player. I came to TEDxRavenshawUniversity, exactly the stadium, Ravenshaw's 2 ground, they say. I don't know which is 1 and 2, but I came here as well. So, yeah, everything was fine. I was doing my schooling, then I did my 12th, then I did biomedical engineering as well from Lovely Professional University, Punjab. And in biomedical engineering, we used to have a subject named medical image processing. So generally, biomedical engineering is all about, the equipments, the research and development of various equipments that is to be in the hospital, starting from your thread that you get stitches to your products like your ECG machine or every product, MRI machine. So that was a subject I remember, medical image processing. So in that subject we used to code, we have these softwares now where we edit our picture. We used to code. I mean any image if you want to process, you need to code it to process that image. So from there I just felt like I have, and you actually had to learn photography, fundamentally. So I thought let me just get a camera. So I just saved few money, my pocket money. I exactly had around 36 something, 1,000 with me that time. So the option was like, in the weekend, what should I do? Shall I get a bike second hand or shall I get a camera? And like, I was like, हॉस्टल में रहता हूँ, बाइक लूंगा, कहाँ रखूंगा, इतना कौन करेगा और ढंग का बाइक भी नहीं मिलेगा. Then out of nowhere I was like, ठीक है यार, कैमरा लेते हैं, कूल बनने के लिए, right? So it started with that. Then out of nowhere I started traveling. I started like getting indulged to a lot of places because from Punjab where I was staying, Himachal is really close. Like 4 hours, 5 hours drive you reach to Manali, Shimla, again nearby places. So from there, I started clicking the things that I see, the things that I experience, and to practice photography. I don't know. I mean, out of nowhere, I started seeing a lot of YouTube videos. I used to give myself, some targets that okay, I need to learn these things. I need to have this thing. It went on 2, 3 years, 4 years. Then came the Instagram. Okay, 2017 when I had my Instagram account, one of my friends suggested me, why don't you post pictures in Instagram? Because you had some really good pictures. But by that time I didn't had it because I had from engineering background. I didn't had a lot of people who appreciate my work. I didn't because I never used to post my work in social media by that time. So my friend gave me an idea that why don't you start posting your picture in Instagram? Then I was like, do I really need to do that? But yes. Why I'm telling you? Because I'll tell you my work. If I'm here in TEDx, I believe because you guys saw my pictures, you guys gave me the amount of love or the appreciation that was a fuel to me to perceive it. Because when you start something, initially, you don't need a lot of money, but you need a lot of motivation. More than money is the motivation that you need, and that's what I got from my Instagram. For me being an artist, I believe a lot of people here are being an artist or you want to be artists. The biggest thing that artists can receive in this world is all about the motivation, the support, and the love towards the work. So these are a few of my pictures, as you can see, hopefully. Now, going ahead, that is how I started my career initially, and slowly my first achievement was like I clicked a picture of Taj Mahal, I believe, and I got an award in that, and that was an international competition. And I didn't have any award. I mean, I had no idea like what I had to. So there was some sort of competition going, and I had to use a hashtag and tag the person, the company, Nikon. So on the day of my birthday, I received, a lot of people used to take me, happy birthday, happy birthday. Suddenly I saw a message that one guy texts me, congratulations for winning a competition. And I just had that time 2,000, 3,000 followers, and I was like, wow, is this for real? Then I was like, okay, thank you so much. People started, then, a lot of newspaper, articles I received that, okay, I won an international award and in a international photography competition. By that time, I didn't even knew that what is the prize money or what is the prize I'm going to get. After 2 months, I got a call from our university, we also had clubs that, Satyam, there is someone who want to meet you and they want to felicitate you because of the prize that you won. And the camera that I bought that time, I got a camera which was like at least, it was a better version of it as a gift. They wanted to appreciate me that, okay, you won something. So yeah, I mean, these small, this small steps towards my journey was something which helped me a lot to be what I am today. And I believe now, why I do these things, what is the motto behind it, how I landed was like very simply, because when I started traveling, I was like, I used to go every 10 kilometers far, every 100 kilometers far, I used to hear a different language. In India, the beauty of India is very, 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 very different. Like every 100 kilometers you pass, you find a different language, you find a different culture, you find a different food, you find a different costume as well, right? Now when I started traveling, I was like, I wanted to, every time when I click a picture, I feel like I should click a picture which should be very unique and I should be the person who, in a better person, if my target was, the mantra, if someone asks me, who is your inspiration? Yeah, there are a lot of inspiration for me, but for me, I feel I am the biggest inspiration to me. Why? Because whatever I had clicked yesterday, I need to click better today. And whatever I am clicking today, I need to click something better tomorrow. So that is the only growth I felt in my life, which is like a peaceful growth for everyone, because if you compete with yourself, then nothing can stop you. But if you start competing with the people, with anyone else, the problem is, what if? I mean, after a certain point, that person doesn't inspire you more. See, everyone have a break-even, After the point, I believe, being an artist, if I start competing myself with someone, after a point, आप लोग अगर वासेपुर देखे होगे, तो वासेपुर गैंग्स ऑफ वासेपुर, तो उधर एक डायलॉग था जो मुझे बहुत इस लाइन में कनेक्ट करता है. तो बोलता है भाई वो पूछता है तुम्हारी जिंदगी का टारगेट क्या है, मकसद क्या है? तो वो बोलता है सदर खान का मौत. तो वो बोलता है कि सदर खान तो मर चुका है, उसके बाद क्या? तो I feel like if you start competing with yourself now, there's a never-ending loop and never-ending process on your growth, So yeah. Okay, so going ahead, photography. I mean, shooting photography is something which now in these pictures you see there's a person in the top of that peak, and there is a person here which I have completed here. This is a picture of Koraput. Okay. Now, the behind the scenes are very different. I believe behind the pictures, to create it's very different story. The mantra that you used to see, in travel photography, in photography to be very honest, clicking a photo is easy, but clicking the best pictures in the worst condition is something very different. Like for example, there used to be there is a person who told me, to click the perfect photo, you need to be in the right place in the right time, and to be in that place in the right time sometimes takes a lot of things. And all the pictures that I created, everything, whatever, I feel like I was in the right time, in the right weather, in the right place, so that the picture can be done. So that is what I have felt in my journey, and the motto of me being a travel photographer is very simple, that I feel like in the world of this social media, it's very important to preserve things which we represent, the heritage, the culture, and not only about Odisha but also about the India. And that is what I've been doing, like creating pictures. This is like, for example, if you might know, there is a festival in Maharashtra named Patan Kodali. Okay. Now the beauty about this festival, all these people are immersed in turmeric. This is not Holi. In Kolhapur, there is a place named Patan Kodali. This is a Veer Yatra, they used to say, in the October month. So this picture, if you see, it's only turmeric. It's not Holi. It's not a picture of Holi. And Real Bithar Yatra. So they play with turmeric. So I feel like if I pass this message, if I preserve these pictures, if I click this picture, I believe I am owning a part of history. A history that is, owning that piece of history that is been practicing since 300, 400, 500 or a decade, or a century before. So that's it. And also I love, as I told you, you need to be in the right place in the right time, which represent one of my picture of a sunset in Mayurbhanj. This is Simlipal National Park, and this is a footage of Simlipal. Now just imagine this picture, it's like a pause, Those are the birds, the seagulls. So I felt this is like a pause. If you just click the play button, it will start playing, Now this person is pulling something, it's just a pause to it. Now if you just push the play button, it drops it down, right? So this is what is photography for me, and that makes my work unique. And going ahead, as you can see, so the collection that the introduction about me that you heard, that some of my pictures got featured in New York, and a lot of pictures, otherwise. So while chasing my passion and photographing things, I started creating one of the art that I love is multitude, where you find the entire frame is filled by people. Like if you can see in this picture, you see the entire frame is filled by people. I have a collection of mine where the entire picture is filled by people, different religion, different custom, different festivals, and I also say I represent myself as a festival photographer. So this is Eid, where people are doing their namaz ada in the day of Eid al-Fitr, and you can see that symmetry, the pattern, and the harmony here is something which makes my art a bit more unique. So going ahead, I just want to show you a few things which I have clicked and which are a bit of things which might inspire the one who is doing photography. And I don't want to take a lot of time, but I just want to conclude this thing by saying only one thing, that in this journey I have learned only one thing, that to be a photographer you don't need to prove everyone, because you know what, even now I had to prove myself that after doing my BTech, after doing my MBA, why I'm doing photography. There are a lot of people who I even don't want to explain, but I have to explain myself that, like, for example, if I meet someone, they're like, what are you doing these days? I'm like, I'm a photographer. I'm doing photography. But then the next question is, what is the job that you're doing? Photography, yeah, everyone does that. So, I feel like in this modern era, a lot of people here are, are into different fields, different segments. But I feel that the only thing that inspires you all, or because you know what, since childhood we've been taught to be a doctor, to be engineer, to be something to serve, or a government officer, whatever it is. But to be a photographer or to be an artist, I feel we owe a bit of more like attraction, such that the next generation would feel that okay, this is also something which can be done. So never feel demotivated and never stop clicking pictures. Thank you so much.